Welcome to John Curtin Gallery. My name's Olivia Colja and I'm a West Australian artist, and today we're going to be doing an art workshop called Spotty House. For this workshop you're going to need some basic pencils, a black texture or marker, a pencil and some plain paper. One of the first things that we're going to end up creating is similar here. It's a house that I drew and then I decorated it with circles. So let's get into it. So all you need is your black texture, or if you don't have one on you can start with a pencil. So we might just start with a pencil for now and then move into the black texture. So I was thinking that we could draw several different houses. They don't have to be perfect, just little houses, little house designs on the page. So I'm just going to do that now. So you've got a house that has a roof like this, and then draw a box shape for the base of the house. We can add some windows like this, and a door, a little door handle, and if you like you can add a chimney. We can do a house that has more of a pointier roof and more of a twistier base, so it's not so square. Add some more detail to the roof here. And then again, we can add a door, some windows, we can add another window. Just really have fun with it. Then you might want to say, do a house that has a few more actual stories to it. So you might want to do a really tall house with windows up top, windows down the bottom, and then a door with a handle. This roof could be maybe like the top one here. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be your interpretation of the house. Say here it has a bit of an overlap. You might want to put some more windows. And so we want to kind of fill up the page with lots of different houses. One of my favorite houses to draw is this house. So you do kind of like what we've been drawing here, but then we add sort of like another side to the house, and then it kind of gives it more of like a 3D look. Put the door again and some windows. Now, if you aren't too sure about how to draw houses, or you want to do some practice, we'll have a link to a PDF that you guys can download and decorate yourself. And so you want to kind of finish up with at least 6 houses overall, but you can do as many or as little as you like. Just add a little, and then you can take it as serious or as silly as you like. Just have a lot of fun making the houses. Now, once you've got to this point, you can either go over it, if you like, with some texture, just to bold out the house and get sort of, all the lines straight and that kind of thing. So I'll just finish these windows. Otherwise, you can just leave them in lead pencil. So once you've done that, I suggest choosing a bold color, perhaps like red. And this is when we start actually adding the spots to the house. So you might want to decide to draw a giant circle over the house, so over the windows and everything, and color it all in. And this might seem a little strange, like why would we go to all the effort to draw a house and then cover it with spots? But the reason we're doing that is because this workshop is about making the house as spotty or as different as possible. Instead of just colouring in everything like we normally would, this is about kind of using our imagination and thinking about how the house could look different. and why maybe it looks different. So then you can go ahead and add some other spots. You might want to change colors. My personal favorite is when you do 2 lines and then you do a cutout in the circle and then you fill it in so the rest of the house kind of disappears and you have almost like someone's taken a bite out of the house. You have this little circle left over. So you kind of want to mix it up, you know, change colors. You know, if you don't want to do spots, you can do triangles or squares or some kind of other shape. So, you know, we might decide that half this house is green and half the house might be pink or blue. So these are just some examples of other ways you can colour in the house. So we might go with that pink idea. Colour it all in. And again, they don't have to be perfect. They can just be, you know, as loose as you like, or if you are someone who wants to really take their time, that's okay too. Now, if you don't have pencils around, you can also use texture. So we can go ahead and do some odd shapes here. And again, you can just colour it in. If you don't have textures, you can also use crayons. So it's really up to you. Whatever you have at home that you can draw with, you're welcome to use that. I've just used basic materials that I found around the house. So I'll just get one more colour and I might do a big triangle here and colour that in. So once you've kind of got your basic designs, you can either decide to just leave it like this, or you might decide to choose one of the houses. Say for instance, we chose this house. You might decide to make them slightly bigger and then fill them in like I have here. And then that might be a little bit more interesting. So once we've done that, I thought we'd do another step to this project, which is actually zoom in on one of these rooms. So say for instance, we decide to zoom in on this, what might be happening behind this window. So I was thinking this doesn't have to be a real room inside your house. It could be a make-believe room. It could be a room that you wish you had. It could be a room that you're designing for a friend or a family member. Me personally, I'm going to be designing an art room because that's what I would like. So I'm just going to do like a basic square just to emphasize that it's the room. And then I think I'm going to put my door here. That's how you can just mark that a door is there. Now, the most important part of my art room is that I have some cushions for my dogs to lie on. So I'll just put some cushions in like this. That's where they can laze about. I need to have a desk. It needs to be a fairly long desk so I can do lots of drawings on. There's my chair. I think it's really important to have a nice little pot plant. So I'll do a nice little pot plant, maybe a little pot plant here too. And this is like a nice window so the sun can come in. Over here, I'm gonna just make this, I'm gonna pretend that that's an easel where I paint on. And then there's another little desk where I could keep all my paints, that kind of thing. And then I was thinking we could have a nice little couch in the room, just like that, a few little cushions. And then one of the most important parts, a bookshelf full of art books or other books that I might need. So there's a bookshelf. So once you're happy with your room, you can use either pencil or texture like I said, or really what you have on hand. It can even be crayon. And then to add to the Spotty themed house that we've been doing, we can then decide to colour in the room with spots. So you can use just one colour, or you can mix it up if you want and do lots of little colours. So once you've done that, you can stop at just one room in your house, or you can decide to draw lots of different rooms in your house. So you might decide to draw another amazing special room. Maybe this is where all your art is displayed. So in my case, because I'm an artist, I would love a room with all my art displayed. So that's all the artwork around the room. And then I might decide to have the door here, another little pot plant. It's growing really well. And then decide to cover it in spots. The other thing is, if you want to actually beforehand colour in all the furniture, you're welcome to do so, and then add your spots. And like I said, or you could add any other shape. So yeah, so maybe have a think about why the house came to be spotty, how the inside of the house got spotty, how the outside of the house got spotty, or that one giant spot. Thanks again for joining us today at the John Curtin Gallery. I hope you felt inspired, and I hope you go away and make lots of different artwork. Feel free to download the PDFs attached either on our website or on our Facebook page, and I hope you really enjoyed today's workshop.